Welcome to the KDP website. I'm going to link to the website where you actually create your listings, but it's called Kindle Direct Publishing. The website is kdp.amazon.com, and that's it. Once you are here at this website, we're going to join KDP. All you need to do is enter your name, your email, and create a password, and then click Create KDP account. When you sign up for a new account, your page will look a lot like mine. You'll have the option to create a new piece of work, and you can also see past publications that you already have up on Kindle. So what we're going to do together is, presumably you've already come up with a topic idea and you've created some sort of an ebook. Amazon, by the way, does not have a limit on length. You could have a 10-page ebook, you could have a 200-page ebook. So long as your content is helpful and you're pricing your material appropriately, I think you'll be good to go. So you have your first ebook done. It is written in Google Docs. You have downloaded that as a Word format. What's next? We are not interested in paperback or hardcover because we are not paying to create a physical book. Instead, we are only going to create a Kindle ebook. Pretty self-explanatory how to list your book, but let's get into this. First, you're going to list your native language that the book is in. You have tons of different options because it is Amazon, and thankfully their reach is so global that sky is the limit. But what we want to do is enter your book title, and they say as it appears on your book cover. You cannot change the title of your book after you publish it. That is something to note. So you want to make sure when you're coming up with a book title that, again, it is clear. People will have a very clear understanding about what your book is about and who the intended audience is for. So depending on who you are and what your area of interest or niche are, you need to have a clear idea about who you're talking to. So again, for me, I talk about virtual assistants. So in my fake book that I'm uploading, I'm going to talk virtual assistant blueprint. All right, and let's launch your business in 12 weeks. Okay, making this up on the fly. There's no series detail. We're not creating a series. There's no edition number because this is our very first publication together. What we're going to do is you're going to enter your name. If you have any co-contributors, you can add them here. You very likely won't if you are publishing something on your own. Now here's where we get into more SEO stuff. Kind of like Etsy. We want to be really specific about our book description and the summary so that like think about your own shopping habits on Amazon books. You need to get really clear. Let's look at Mindy Kaling's listing, by the way. Essentially, this is a clear rundown of what is the book about? And you're trying to get the reader excited. You're trying to get them hyped about the content, about the story, why they want to be invested in this story or why they want to be invested in your product at all. So knowing that, we could go back to ChatGPT. We could say, I'm also writing a book called, and here's my ebook title, can you write me a persuasive book description that gets people excited to buy it? So of course, if this were a real book, I would include more key features, like what chapters did I actually write about? What are people actually going to learn from this book? So because this is not a real product, I'm making this up. But the more detailed you can be, the better. Because again, this description is kind of your only chance to really sell your book. So if you can include more keywords about who it is that you're talking to, what it is that they're going to learn, what is the benefit that they're going to get from your book that they're not going to get from other people's ebooks, that would go here in your description. Next, we want to say, I own the publishing rights. What that means is that you did not plagiarize this book. You didn't steal it from anywhere else. You didn't take a book that's already been written. This is your work that you have custom created. So you want to say, I own the copyright. There's nothing sexually explicit, unless maybe there is, in which case you're going to click yes, and you're going to go for that. A reading age, I am going to say 18 plus. Adults who are interested in this book are always going to be 18 plus. Next, your primary marketplace is going to depend on where you are located in the world. So if you're in the UK and you use a specific amazon.co.uk site, you want to make sure that your listing is also in UK. It's good. Mexico, Australia, Japan. There's a couple different countries that you can do, but amazon.com, as I am in the US, is my main domain. So that's also where I want mine to be listed. The categories are really fun. The categories are where people are going to be able to find your book. So based on whatever you've written about, you're going to pick the specific category. If you are confused, by the way, about your category, I'm going to go back to Amazon Books, and I'm going to show you how to pick the best category. So I'm in the books section on amazon.com, and I'm going to type in virtual assistant. Presumably, this is what I am selling. So I know Melissa. Melissa is a lovely person. Let's see what her category is. You can definitely, when you look at other competitors, similar books or similar niches, you can scroll down and get a better sense for the length. This is a pretty lengthy book, so you go, lady. I want to find, though, the category that she is publishing to. And I think that actually is down, under the product details. So she is ranked out of almost 500,000 books. She's ranked number 32 in outsourcing and 56 in secretarial training. That's cool because those categories are not categories that I would probably think about. So what you can do is kind of go through your own research and figure out, like, what is the outsourcing, what books are in the outsourcing. Okay, I mean, I don't know that I would put my book in well, maybe there's some virtual assistant stuff there, but you'll do research based on bestsellers and outsourcing. But you know what? No, maybe not. The secretarial training is really interesting. I would probably just choose nonfiction for this particular one. And now we're going to start getting more specific in our subcategories. Business skills. Goodness gracious, look at this. Business skills. Oh yeah, that is where it is. So I'm talking about business. My sub listing is skills. And then I'm probably talking about secretarial and training. Okay. I can add up to 3 categories, which I would. If this was a real listing, I would absolutely add 3 categories to make sure I'm maximizing my categories. But for now, I'm going to save this. I love that took the longest time finding the categories. But take your time with this because it matters what category you're listing your book to. And if you're listing your virtual assistant book, as I've just written, to spiritualism and self-help, there's no overlap there. You're in the wrong place and people are not going to be interested in your book. So it is in your best interest to kind of think through the categories and also look at the existing books in those categories to see if your topic aligns with the category you're thinking of. The keywords, again, SEO rich, the keywords are going to be words that you've already used before in your book title, your category, or description. So for sure, mine would be, virtual assistant. It's not letting me. Okay, mine would be virtual assistant. Mine would be secretarial aid, secretarial training, executive assistant. It would be things of that manner. And then last but not least, you are ready to release your book now. So once you have all those details ready to go, you're going to then upload your ebook. I want to point something out. Very important here. I made a terrible mistake. See this line where it says we recommend using this KPF. You can use Kindle Create to make your ebook. Well, the first time I made an ebook, I used Kindle Create, and that was a mistake. I'm sorry, Amazon, but once you make a Kindle Create book and you upload it through their proprietary program called Kindle Create, you cannot make changes. You cannot make edits. You list it and you're never able to touch that book again. This is the reason why I wrote my second book in Google Docs, because I can make changes and I can upload to make sure that my ebooks are always have the most recent information because I'm able to make those changes. So I don't recommend using Kindle Create. Just use Google Docs. It's free and it's way easier. But once you have your ebook that you're ready to upload, you're simply going to upload it here with this button. Super self-explanatory. And then the next is a book cover. So you can use a cover creator, which Amazon will kind of help you do these like look at this example. Like this is the bare bones creator. What I recommend doing instead of, look, these are the options that the creator is like, here you go, use this one. I don't like these options. So we're going to get rid of this. I recommend uploading your own cover. Go to Canva. Again, canva.com. Canva does not pay me, but maybe they should. They have a whole category about ebooks. So look through their templates. If there's something more interesting, then, customize this template, add your own photos, and make your own ebook cover. Once you download that ebook cover, it becomes infinitely easier to upload your cover by just selecting the file. And then, this is new. That's exciting. Was anything generated from AI? That's really interesting. Had never seen this before because AI was not out when I was writing these books. So I suppose if you did use ChatGPT or Bard or something similar to help you create anything, you would select yes. And I like that it asked you about the tools. That's very cool. And if you didn't, then hit no and go about your day. Okay, so once you're done with all this, let's see if it lets me go forward. No, because I haven't filled out a bunch of stuff. Okay, so I can't go forward because I actually haven't uploaded an ebook. Your next step is to price your book. So I think the bare bone, like $2.99, $3.99, maybe even $5 USD. I think something around there makes a lot of sense. Because especially for our first few publications. Keep in mind that if you as a consumer wouldn't buy a $20 book from an unknown author about something that they wrote themselves, other people are probably not going to spend $20 to buy your ebooks as well. But the key here, like any passive income pipeline, is content quality and quantity. So the more ebooks you can write on Amazon, the more likely different buyers are going to find you and buy your ebooks. So I think quantity is or should be a goal of yours if you're going to seriously consider self-publishing as one of your arms for making passive income. Once you are done with all that and you've set your pricing, all you're going to do is hit publish, and that's it. It takes Amazon 24 to up to 72 hours. So it could take 1 to 3 days for them to go through your ebook to optimize the ebook and actually get it listed. So when you hit the publish button, it will not be an instant publish. Just know that there could be a couple days downtime, but do expect an email from Amazon that'll give you a heads up like, hey, your book was approved and it's been published and you're good to go. At that point, you can start sharing your ebook link with your audience and start promoting that within your own social network.